I do understand the concern. It is something that we're aware of. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. My father's fairly conservative, Republican. We have folks who are at various points in the political spectrum, and they don't feel comfortable today bringing up certain issues or their viewpoints on certain issues. And I don't believe that's acceptable. It's not acceptable for us to create a culture like that, especially when we're creating a service where we are trying to enable to hear from every perspective. We think that debate, that critical thinking, the critical questioning is viable and important. I am not stating we know exactly how to do that today, but we are resolute and committed to figuring it out.
Wow. Honest talk from the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, responding to allegations that Twitter secretly shadow bans or makes it difficult to find conservative accounts on Twitter. He says it's not acceptable for us to create a culture like that. He's also pushing back on the monolithic thinking out of liberal Silicon Valley to it's basically saying, cut it out. You need a free exchange of ideas. It's wrong not to do that. For the fuller interview, tune into Fox News Radio, Benson and Harf tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's take a check of Twitter stock, closing the day slightly in the green. Let's bring in Ned Ryan, the CEO of American Majority. Is this an admission that something really was up there?
You know, I think what Jack, I'm going to take Jack at his word. I actually had a really interesting experience last month in which Jack and a couple of us had a very small dinner in Georgetown, and we had very honest conversations. And I actually shared some of my hopes and concerns with him. First of all, my concerns, you know, there's bias that informs every algorithm. Algorithms are not bias neutral. And so we talked a little bit about that, and I told Jack I want to see more bias diversity inside of Twitter. Inside of his staff, because I think you need that cultural diversity. You need different worldviews if you can have that level playing field.
Ned, here's the thing. I mean, he's basically admitting that it's not this robotic answer of, oh, blame it on the algorithm, like it's some like denatured acultural thing like a sewing machine. And to your point, it's individuals who built the algorithm.
That's
so
right.
Jack Dorsey is pushing back on his own people who basically blame the algorithm, saying, you know, we don't look for the content. You know what I mean? So he's calling them out, saying, you know what, we have been wrong. And that's honest. That is an honest admission from him.
And I said at that dinner, you know, I have real troubles right now with Amazon and Google and Facebook in regards to trust, in regards to my privacy and data and all that. I actually do have some hope for Twitter, and I think Jack is on the right path. Does he have it perfect? No, he even admitted he doesn't. But they're working towards that. And, you know, what they did last week, they even admitted they were wrong. They had overly stringent algorithms. They realized they had messed up, and they fixed it within the day. But I think the bigger question in all of this, if we look at the Internet as that modern-day agora or forum where there's free speech and free expression, who's going to be the guardians of those ideas? Is it going to be private corporations, or is it going to be the duly elected representatives of the American people? And I think these private corporations have been given a lot of leeway, and if they don't fix it or figure it out pretty quick, I think they're going to become more open to regulation and oversight from the government. So they better figure it out pretty quick.
You know what else is going to happen?
Everybody has a level playing field.
You know what else is going to happen? Another platform is going to overtake and say, you know what, we really are about debate and free speech. And that platform could be Facebook and Twitter. It's not there yet, but it could be coming.